What's up, YouTube? Today, we're going over the fuel filter replacement on a 6.7 liter Powerstroke. Most of all, the critical importance of the fuel filter contamination test. This is highly likely one of the most frequently skipped tests on these vehicles. This is on a Ford F450. These are a 6.7 liter Powerstroke engine. So we're going to go over how and where to check for the contamination and also check over the less accessible components. Okay, so here we go. First off, you need to check with on the fuel filters. Very important. This is an example right here. Water can be drained here and caught with a suitable container. Check the fuel that drains out and find contamination. Other than water, there is no need to go further. You already know the fuel system will need to be replaced. If the fuel was not contaminated, proceed to removing the primary filter housing and filter and inspecting further. You will also want to remove the secondary filter and drain into a suitable container for inspection. The later model 6.7 liter diesel has the same filter inspection procedure. However, the primary filter is located at the tank and the secondary filter has an extra port at the front of the vehicle. There are two common types of contamination you will be looking for. This first example is showing fuel contaminated with diesel exhaust fluid. This happens when customers mistakenly put the fluid in the wrong tank. This is especially problematic because not only does it damage the fuel system, but engine and exhaust system damage can occur as well. The second example is metal contamination. This generally comes from the injection pump. The contamination can be major amounts of metal or just small particles like what you see here. Regardless of the amount or size, this contamination would indicate the need to replace the entire fuel system. Next place we're going to check will be the driver's injector rail. Remove the fuel pressure sensor and the fuel pressure regulator. Inspect them for signs of contamination. It's also a good idea to put a magnet inside the rail to look for small particles of metal. Looking in the rail, there's not a lot of metal, but this is enough to damage new injectors and pumps. Here are some examples to look for on the sensor, the regulator, and the rail. This example is the final place to inspect before replacing the injection pump. This is showing the injection pump with a volume control regulator removed. What should be seen down in the hole is clean diesel fuel. Metal fragments will once again indicate the need to replace the fuel system. If contamination has been found, the following items are critical to replace. Both injector rails, including the pressure regulator, fuel pressure sensor, and the steel fuel lines at the rail, the injector pump, and all 8 injectors, both fuel filters and the primary fuel filter. Also, the remaining fuel lines must be completely flushed out thoroughly. It is recommended to replace the fuel tank as well. Please take note that there are cases out there where techs have performed basic entire fuel system overhauls and they did not replace the fuel tank. Particles from the fuel tank did work their way back in and damage the fuel system. So I just want to once again reemphasize, changing your fuel filters is very important to properly maintaining the 6.7 liter F450. Very critical. If you don't do it, it could be disastrous down the road, guys. Just stay on top of that. So right now I'm going to jump right into this video I did here with the customer. He called me. He basically had replaced both of his fuel filters and he waited too long. So unfortunately for him, he had contaminated his entire system. The truck drove about 50 miles after replacement. He called me thinking he just had air in the lines. Clearly he doesn't have air in the lines. I'm just going over some of my notes here, running through the laptop here. I'm actually using a software called Direct Hit. I'm basically just going to show you guys pretty much everything on here. How many issues that are really out there existing of this problem here. A significant amount of issues. Fuel filter not getting replaced on time, just over and over and over. You see people not taking care of these systems. Hopefully by the end of this, you guys will have a better understanding of how this works, what to do, what not to do, and what to be on the lookout for. Most of all, just change your fuel filters. while y'all are going over the case studies, I'm going to go ahead and read off some key tips that are good to know and some critical mistakes that you don't want to slip up here. Well, I have a little bit of time for you guys, okay? So feel free. Kind of going to be doing two things at once here. So I'm going to be kind of coordinating you as we go through everything. So here we go. This is particularly applies to applicable vehicles. The 6.7 liter Powerstroke diesel with the dual filter system is found in Ford Super Duty trucks F250, F350, F450, F550 from 2011 onwards. So all of these trucks use two fuel filters, okay? One on the engine and one mounted near the fuel tank to ensure clean fuel delivery. Now, earlier Ford diesels like the 6.4 liter Powerstroke also had a similar dual filter setup. The information in this video focuses on the 6.7 liter engine, but the general principles apply to any diesel with a primary and secondary fuel filter system, okay? Next, I'm going to go over why replacing the fuel filters is so critical. Diesel fuel filters have the crucial job of removing dirt, rust, and water from the fuel before it reaches the high-pressure fuel pump and injectors. Over time, the filter clog with contamination. If you don't replace them on schedule, several problems can occur. Engine performance issues. A clogged filter strangles fuel flow, leading to loss of power, poor acceleration, and hard starting. The engine may run rough or even stall because it's not getting enough clean fuel. Fuel injection system damage. Neglecting filter changes can allow debris or water to reach the high pressure fuel pump and injectors, which operate at extreme pressure, 30,000 plus psi to be exact. The 6.7 liter Powerstroke injectors and the CP4 fuel pump are very sensitive to fuel quality. If contaminants or water get through, they can score or wear out these precision components or even cause the pump to fail catastrophically. Ford's own service manual warns that failing to replace fuel filters on schedule can lead to fuel injection system damage. Now, water contamination. Diesel fuel often contains some water from condensation or fuel handling. The primary fuel filter housing acts as a water separator to trap this water. If you don't drain and replace the filter, water can accumulate and eventually be drawn into the fuel system. As we all know, water is extremely harmful. It causes rust and corrosion inside fuel tanks and steel injectors, reduces diesel lubrication, and can lead to injector tip failures. Manufacturers specify that no free water should reach the engine fuel system. A regular filter service is the only way to ensure that. Extremely costly repairs. In the worst case, a neglected fuel filter can clog so badly that it starves the fuel pump, causing the pump to overheat or seize. Or water and grit passing through can make the pump grenade, break apart internally. When the 6.7's CP4 high-pressure pump fails, it often sends metal shavings throughout the entire fuel system, ruining injectors, fuel rails, and lines. The kind of failure is disastrous. Repairing a contaminated fuel system can cost well over $10,000, a five-figure repair bill, to replace all the injectors, pump, and related parts. It's much cheaper and easier to just replace your fuel filters regularly, guys. That's it. So bottom line, replacing the fuel filters on schedule keeps your 6.7 liter Powerstroke running reliably and can save you from breakdowns and huge repair bills. The dual fuel filter system was designed to protect your engine by catching contaminants before they cause damage. Clean fuel is absolutely critical for these modern high-pressure diesel engines. Ford generally recommends replacing both fuel filters every 15,000 miles, which for many drivers is roughly once a year under normal conditions. Some sources suggest up to 30,000 miles in light-duty use, but 15,000 miles is a safe interval to ensure protection. In fact, many diesel technicians and experienced owners prefer to do it every 10,000 miles, guys, or at least once every 6 to 12 months, especially if the vehicle's seeing heavy towing, idling, or questionable fuel quality. The improved dual filter system on 2015 plus models still calls for 15,000 mile changes to prevent clogging and injector damage. Always check your owner's manual. for the official schedule and never exceed the recommended interval. If your truck dash displays a change fuel filter message or a water in the fuel warning, you should service the filters right away. Also, use good quality diesel fuel only. Dirty or high sulfur fuel will clog filters faster, so in such cases, even more frequent changes may be necessary. So, in other words, it's real simple. For example, in this gentleman's case right here, he went well overboard on it. I'm talking about 40,000 miles prior to changing his fuel filters. So what he did is he basically decided, hey, let me go ahead and try to change my fuel filters now. Well, what happens is when you do this, you change it so late. Problem is this: you've already stressed this engine and the components that pump the fuel, right? So at this point in time, when you change it out, it's like unclogging, a clogged, I don't know how to explain it. A clogged sink or drain is going to now over pressurize everything, which your system is not used to. So it's going to cause catastrophic damage. This gentleman made it about 40 miles or so after getting gas and changing his filters before his vehicle completely shut off on it. This call actually came out to run a late night diagnostics. This was about 3:30, 4 a.m. And I got out there and he's like, oh man, it's just air in the lines. And I'm like, doesn't make any sense, sir. How in the world could you possibly have driven 40 miles with air in your lines? It's just not possible. So, 2 to 3 hours into the discussion with the gentleman who just did not want to accept the fact that he literally destroyed his engine and he had a $10,000 repair, he basically had to bite the bullet because I'm a mobile tech. I can't do this job mobile. So this can all be solved. Change your fuel filters on time. I've got a little bit more key information right here. I'm going to show you guys on screen. Huge shout out to Direct Hit. Great information, great website. Strongly recommend if you are interested or you have a mechanic business, you should probably look into getting their material. It's great stuff. I'm just showing little clips here or there, being really careful to keep this 100%, my own work. So, but this is just some really good information. It goes to show when you see so much different stuff out here about damage to fuel systems, and people just don't even think about it. They just go out here, don't change the fuel filters, and then they have a $10,000 repair when you could have put on in 30 minutes 2 fuel filters that cost you maybe $150. It just doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, I'm going to read you a little bit more information that's pretty pertinent to this right here, and then I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. So hang tight. All right, so what I will do for you guys, since I was working on a 2014 F450 Super Duty here, 6.7 liter, I'll go over the basic, steps on how to start the fuel filter procedure. On this 6.7 liter Powerstroke has 2 fuel filters. Okay, you have a primary fuel filter and a water separator. The filter is mounted on the frame rail inside a unit called the diesel fuel contamination module near the fuel tank. A secondary fuel filter is mounted on the engine, driver's side of the engine bay. Okay, you want to replace both of these, right? Make sure you do both of them. Don't just skip one. It's generally best to start with the primary, which is frame mounted. Okay, it's a filter beneath the truck. Then do the secondary engine filter under the hood. Now, the reason this is because of gravity, of course. In other words, it's going to help the fuel get back up and reach the engine faster when you're priming it. Once you do the change, trying to get the air out the system. So you shouldn't have a lot of trouble purging the air if you follow the procedure and do the fuel filters in order. All right, so basically, I'm just going to let this video wrap itself up. Hope you get a good chance to check out the notes. And like I said, definitely urge you guys, if you're a mobile mechanic or you need great information, Direct Hit's wonderful. I use this all the time. Identifix. This is a really great company overall, and I just can't express enough how helpful they are when it comes to working on vehicles. Strongly suggest if you're a mobile tech or if you just love working on vehicles. Direct Hit, Identifix, good company. You know, I used to actually use All Data, but I'm really impressed with Direct Hit once I learned how to use it. I'm not going to tell you the exact price I pay, but I actually pay for this. I'm in no way, like I said, affiliated with this company other than I use their software. Got a great offer to use all data or to switch over, but I've gotten so used to using this now. It's great. It saved me hours on certain repairs, pinpoints, because basically what it does is if you're looking at the screen right here, it's telling you how many confirmed fixes, you know, it has here and has there. It's really cool. Think it'll be a great help for you and a great tool for the toolbox. Okay. All right. Well, hope you guys liked it. Hope you learned a little something. Sorry, I know I kind of did two things at once here. Hopefully you guys can keep up. As always, make sure you smash that like, and I'll see you next time. Peace.